When there is a goal, you want to make it happen. How to achieve this? This is a strategic issue. Having a major business direction is a strategic issue. How should the company internally make a good new product? That might be a question of how. So how can we solve these problems well? What ability do I need? I think this ability is especially important. It's about translating goals into plans. Translate plans into actions. The ability to translate actions into results. This process is difficult. Extremely difficult. First, let's talk about what it means to translate goals into plans. Translate goal as plan and mean. I want to go to that mountain. How should we get there? Here's one way. It means climbing up from the south side of the mountain. Climbing up the southern side of the mountain is very easy. Someone built the road. It's a great walk, but it's long. And on the north side of the mountain, it's damp again. And what is so hard to walk? Then the economy is densely packed. But if you have exceptional physical strength, you come from the mountainside. You climb up on your own. 4 hours went up. Going up the front might take 2 days. The back of the back is on for 4 hours. Alright, here comes the question. How about that? I should have done one. Climb up from the south side of the mountain to plan. That's a good strategy. Still climbing up from the north side of the mountain. That's a good strategy. This place. There is one very important saying. That's what they say. A good strategy behind the scenes. It's also a good strategy. This sentence might trouble many people's perceptions. Climb up from the south. It's a good strategy. On the other hand, climb up from the north. It's also a good strategy. Aren't you just talking nonsense? Climb up to the south. The north side is favorable. Isn't that all good strategy? Right. Good strategy. It's about your resource endowment. Matching strategies. That's why it's called a good strategy. If you are strong and healthy, agile and vigorous as if flying, you go up from the north. Rush upward. Don't squeeze in with everyone. Right. If you can't have the strength to climb up from the north, you should leave early. At 4 o'clock, we went out to climb. You can climb up earlier from the south, so your C payment is different. Your strategy is different, so there has never been a right strategy. Only the strategy that suits you. So many people ask which strategy I use that will help me succeed. What strategy would I use to become Huawei? No strategy can make you Huawei. No strategy can make you Huawei because everyone's resources are different. So the plans are all different. So making a strategy is a very important skill. It's about understanding your resource endowment. We create a plan tailored to you. So strategy is about moving from goal to plan. The difficulty lies in its non-standard nature. It was very difficult because you can see it yourself. Every company's strategy is different. The second is called from planning to action. Planning to action is actually the most time-consuming. Many companies actually lose because of this. What does it mean to lose a plan? That's the reason for losing here. It's just going out to hold a conference. 2 days. 1 year of senior management. With beautiful mountains and rivers. I found a hotel. Then there were 2 days of strategy meetings. He was extremely excited. I wonder if we'll be able to do it next year. We need to do this well. Nothing will happen after you come back. Why? There is no corresponding action. It becomes just a thought in every executive's mind. Why hasn't it turned into action? It's because many companies do have strategic thinking, but rather a system without a strategic implementation. The implementation system of that strategy. It's basically a system for breaking down targets. Extremely unsexy. It's extremely complicated. It was extremely dull. If it's not annoying, how could you possibly make it happen? As long as there is no assessment, no goal. When you encounter difficulties, human nature is something that bypasses. So strategy turns to planning. Plan into action. Then take action to the result. For our company, the most important meeting is the weekly meeting. I only go to meetings every week. Even if I'm on a business trip, as long as I wasn't at any event that day, I have to attend our company's weekly meetings. Why? Because they keep drawing new chapters. At least you can use the surrounding units to gather the story, as long as you don't use surrounding units to tie the story together. So in the end, everyone was exhausted. He is a founder. Is his mental strength enough? This is important. We've had weekly meetings for 6 years. You held weekly meetings for 2 months and thought it over. Forget it. I don't want to hold a weekly meeting either. You guys drive it yourself. Or maybe Ju Hui thought about having a process. No need for procedures. Say a few words. I have something to take care of right away. From then on, the company lost a correction system. As long as this correction system is gone, so maybe as you walk, I had forgotten where I wanted to go. So the founder's dedication. Is it possible to let you handle any situation? Persistence in execution has also become extremely important. So strategy is actually a very complex matter. From goal to plan. Plan into action. Action leads to results. Every step is difficult. So a company driven by strategy. In fact, it's a company with strict rules. It is a company that constantly thinks about the future. It is a company with a clear understanding of itself. Pay attention till you run. Lower the cognitive threshold of business.